The reason for his still position before was because he was in the middle of advancing. My Imperial Tyrant body art uses not only dragon chi to refine my body but also dragon soul to refine my soul. Even among profound heaven experts, our souls are top-notch. To be able to make us feel fear, this brat's soul is comparable to those at the radiant stage. His cultivation is still at the bone-tempering stage. It can't be that he skipped 2 stages and broke through to the radiant stage, right? Can things this unfathomable happen? Thanks to you, truly. If it weren't for the damage dealt by the rumbling bat waves, it would have been difficult to find such a shortcut to breaking through. This monster cannot be kept alive. If he is not killed now, he will be able to kill with his killing intent. Then, it will be even harder to deal with him. Huangpu Qingyun shot towards Shuofan. His body lit up in a golden glow and was preparing a punch. Fifth Elder also took out his hammer, aiming at Shuofan's head. In face of such devastating assault, Shuofan was unfazed. 2 azure glows flickered in his eyes and all he did was slant his head, and the might fist hit nothing but air. Regarding the incoming hammer, Shuofan simply jumped and was out of its range. The hammer boomed into the ground, yet only enough to reach Shuofan's toes. He dodged so easily. Huangpu Qingyun and Fifth Elder were nervous, going at him again. With a flurry of fists and a rain of hammer blows. I can't hit him. However, Shuofan lightly sidestepped around the attacks without even the use of mystifying phantom step. They were also shocked. 2 profound heaven experts trying to pin down a bone-tempering expert. 100 moves unable to touch even his hair. This is only doable by those at the radiant stage, their discerning field. As long as it is within their discerning field, the opponent's slightest movements will be as clear as day. Even if it was just the rise of the wrist, he would be able to predict the entire path of your attack. This brat, since when was he overpowered to this extent? This is the discerning field of a radiant stage expert. I trained hard my whole life, just so that I could break through to the radiant stage and experience its power, but now, this hairless brat, Shuofan, has beat me to it. This is unfair. It seems that, through this fight, that absurd brat has evolved once again. It is unimaginable, in the future, how strong he will be and whether it is possible to catch up to him. Seems like that's not gonna happen. Back to the battle, Shuofan skipped around calmly, escaping the enemy's range. The only thing off about him was the azure glint ever present in his eyes. You damn brat, if you are a real man, then stop dodging, and let us have a real fight. His words were met with profound disdain from the crowd. 2 profound heaven experts trying to beat a bone-tempering expert and asking him not to move. Why doesn't he tie himself up and let you beat him? The Hell Valley, truly the most shameless of the 7 houses. Being a disappointment is whatever, but why did you have to drag me into it as well? That works too. I don't plan to run anymore. I'll just make you guys completely admit defeat. I'll stand here, without moving. Just like when I was refining, I will make a statement here. If both legs move, then I will bring you my head with both hands. The crowd gasped in fright. Grandmaster Zhuoshuo is prideful, but isn't this a bit too much? Doing this is like digging your own grave. You brat, you aren't scheming something else, are you? And the crowd rolled their big white eyes, with some close to spurting blood. He is a bone-tempering cultivator, as prideful as the heavens and as brave as a tiger. You 2 guys are at the profound heaven stage yet are scared like a mouse. We have truly been enlightened today. Huangpu Qingyun's face was aflame, finding his own words somewhat faint-hearted. But it was best to be safe rather than sorry in that punk's trap. I do have a plan, naturally. It is not a scheme, but there are some tricks to it. Shuofan took out a bottle and snickered. 5. That should be the maximum. 5. It can't be that you guys forgot that I'm an alchemist. Vicious Pill Kings cried. 5th grade pill, bursting pill. He is about to blow himself up. Huangpu Qingyun was also panicking as he flitted back tens of meters. Stop him quick, or we'll all die with no remains. In a blink, the wind picked up, and a rumbling echoed. Under the frightened eyes of his audience, the space around Shuofan warped. His lightning wings had grown twice their size. Bone tempering, 3rd layer. Bone tempering, 4th layer. Bone tempering, 5th layer. The aura surrounding him is still increasing, not good. The stronger the aura, the more powerful the explosion. Under constant changes, Shuofan gnashed his teeth. His body shivered and his 2 arms exploded in size. His forehead sported the azure flame again, but this time bigger than before. The azure flame now burned hotter, his wings flickered with thunder, and his cold eyes were bloodshot. His twisted face as well looked ready to unleash a gruesome power. Just what is this brat's body made of? How did it withstand it all? With a relieving sigh, just like a tornado, Zhuo Fan's power up reached the end. Yet, outside of everyone's expectation, there was no explosion. It's Vicious Pill King's voice trembled. The profound heaven stage. They knew now the pills weren't to off himself, but to increase his power. Those 5 bursting pills were used to increase his yuan qi to the profound heaven stage. That is too absurd. That brat's body, is this humanly possible? Just how tough is it? Monster. Making a come-hither gesture at Huangpu Qingyun and Fifth Elder, Zhuo Fan mocked them with a smile. Didn't you two want to fight me like a real man? Come. Brat. The audacity and scorn made Huangpu Qingyun and Fifth Elder burst with anger. This was the first time they were ever mocked this much. If you dare taunt me, you'd better not move. I would have before, but there is no need to now. Fists met, tearing up the air with a sharp explosion and making ears sting from it. The two's yuan qi collided and spread like a tidal wave all around. Huangpu Qingyun just attacked with all of his strength, but Zhuo Fan blocked it effortlessly with just the raise of his hand. Suddenly, Fifth Elder entered the scene from behind, swinging that hammer right at his head. Screeching of metal on metal resounded and another shockwave sped away. The audience worked to withstand it, but dozens were flung into the air. As expected of a 5th-grade demonic treasure, it has such power, such a heavy and strong blow. Brother Zhuo Fan, Zhuo Fan's face was as calm as ever, to the point of ignoring the Fifth Elder completely and letting a wing lightly block the hammer. Huangpu Qingyun and Fifth Elder cried frantically. How is this possible? Nothing in this world is impossible, especially for me. Zhuo Fan gripped Huangpu Qingyun's fist and threw him. Not forgetting about the Fifth Elder either, his lightning wings slightly shook and the old man flew for 100 meters before hitting the ground. Huangpu Qingyun slammed into the ground, sinking inch by inch. Looking at Zhuo Fan now, the Fifth Elder was frightened. But his heart couldn't accept it and charged again. Second young master, remember how you talked to me about men versus women. I will gift you a sentence now. Right now, only the ones standing are men. Damned brat. Huangpu Qingyun roared and swung at Zhuo Fan. Fifth Elder arrived as well, smashing with his hammer. Grinning, Zhuo Fan placed a hand behind him and only used his left to block everything and anything Huangpu Qingyun threw at him. At the same time, he used his wings to dance to Fifth Elder's hammering tune. Clangs and dings were heard constantly, as the power behind each swing was enough to pulverize anything around them. What's with this world? Long Ju's group was stupefied. The one at Bone Tempering is so strong and the ones at Heavenly Profound are so weak. It's 2 against 1, yet the 2 are suppressed by the 1. Too strong, Demon Zhuo Fan. Indeed, hearing his name is not the same as seeing his power in person. His strength is abnormal. 8th Elder, let's go back to Elder Brother and practice our sword. Let's not dream about catching up to this dude. It's too grand of a dream. I give up. Jian Suifeng sighed as well. My dignity has been harmed too. Why are the 2 of us being suppressed like this? Impossible. Just who is this brat? And what are we fighting against? Huangpu Qingyun had now clashed 200 times with Zhuo Fan. Adding Fifth Elder's hammer blows, it made for a total of 400, yet Zhuo Fan had not once lost his cool. No matter how the 2 attacked, they could not even scratch him. Look at the attacks from these 2. Truthfully, no different from a child's. Not threatening at all, Chem? Seems like, time's almost up. The azure flame flickered above Zhuo Fan slowly dissipated. You 2 done with your attacks? It should be my turn now. Zhuo Fan's brow was locked, finally sporting a serious face. Zhuo Fan just stretched his hand and gripped Huangpu Qingyun's wrist in a vice. A simple ordinary fist hit the man squarely in the belly and gave Huangpu Qingyun the feeling as if a mountain bore through. He then whistled through the air like a ragdoll, passed through dozens of buildings on his way and ending under a pile of rubble. Zhuo Fan looked askance at the ever-swinging Fifth Elder. The wings whipped him on the chest. With a thunderous sound that could only be made by a crumbling mountain, Fifth Elder flew into the air before smacking into the ground, leaving behind a deep hole. When he staggered out of it, he slipped and fell down, spewing blood. My ribs. 5 broken. Huangpu Qingyun fared no better. He got out of the rubble only to hit the dirt, and spat out blood 5 times, with pieces of flesh in the puddle. Just 1 punch, even with the body toughness gained from practicing the Imperial Tyrant body art. How was it possible? I've given you guys 2 chances already. It's you guys that lack power. You guys should have admitted defeat by now. Now then, it's my turn. To take your lives. He dares to kill the 7 houses. The infamous demon Zhuo Fan, what's keeping him from murdering? Witnessing the murder of major figures from the 7 noble houses was something unheard of. Kill them, Grandmaster Zhuo. They masked the joy they felt, silently cheering. Huangpu Qingyun was downright panicking, finally getting acquainted with the taste of fear for the very first time. Sweating like a pig, Huangpu Qingyun fell backward with a mask of fear and not even trying to put on a token of resistance. Rainbow Cloud Palm. However, a 7-colored mist flew at the squinting Zhuo Fan. Vicious Pill King propped his frail body as he used the signature profound ranked martial art of Pill King Hall. Yang Song, you're in such a state. Why bother anymore? I was given a task, and I will accomplish it. Zhuo Fan raised an eyebrow and secretly nodded. Elder Yang, once again, if it weren't for you. This brat's strength is a rare sight even for someone strong though. Can your Rainbow Cloud Palm defeat him? It can't defeat him. It can only stall for time. Using a profound ranked martial art with an already weary and damaged body only aggravated his precarious state, resulting in a vicious coughing fit, followed by spitting blood. Second young master, bursting pills have a time limit. Once it's over, you're saying, he will be back to how he was. Not only that, because he forcefully increased his yuan qi, no matter how tough his body is, it will damage his nerves and muscles. As soon as the effect has worn off, he will be wounded grievously and will lack yuan qi, unable to move, like meat on a chopping board. With that said, it means, if we can drag this out, we can win without doing anything. But, how long can he last? Not much longer. Have you not realized that, after the azure flame died, his aura decreased? Huangpu Qingyun reddened with shame. The two were scared shitless and that made them lose all reason. Can't blame you either. That kid is cunning. He fears that you will figure it out and is putting up an act. Now, he's been hit by my Rainbow Cloud Palm. It won't be long until he's out of tricks. Then a sudden laughter came from within the mist. As expected from the vicious Pill King, the drawback of using the bursting pill cannot be hidden from you. But, you got something wrong. The time left to kill you is more than enough. Grandmaster Zhu, there is no need to bluff in front of me. You may have had a bit of time, but now, you have been hit with the Rainbow Cloud Palm. Most of your yuan power will be used protecting against the poison, so your yuan power will be consumed even faster. Oh, you mean these 7 poisons? Elder Yang, do you still remember we had a conversation about who this world belongs to? Of course. And my answer was men. And the wise? With another laughter, Zhuo Fan continued. Well, my answer is different. Suddenly, black billowing energy spewed from within the 7-colored mist and swallowed the poison mist whole. I think the world only belongs to one type of people. The strong. And from amidst the black energy, Zhuo Fan strutted out like a king, unharmed and untouched. How is that possible? The 7 poisons were researched for millennia by the Pill King Hall. Old man, do you understand what I meant by that? To me, there are no men or women. This world only has the strong and the weak. Your poison is only harmful to those weaklings. That's all it is. It ain't nothing to me. Sweating bullets, vicious Pill King watched Zhuo Fan with nothing but fear. Zhuo Fan was now the picture of indomitability, willing to slay everything that dared bar his path, including gods. Huangpu Qingyun had lost all will to even resist, standing there like a terrified chicken. Second young master, take this pill. This is a bursting pill. Huangpu Qingyun and 5th elder stared at it in shock. Zhuo Fan's brow also shook. Elder Yang, do we really need to take this step? If we have to self-destruct to take down that kid, it doesn't take the 2 of us. 5th elder, this is a task for you, so you do it. It was the Hell Valley that had grudges with this kid. You take responsibility. I will personally honor you for your bravery later. The Regent Estate and the Hell Valley will forever be brothers in an alliance. Hurry and eat it. 5th elder was about to rain curses, but Huangpu Qingyun's dead-set eyes cut him deep. In a life-or-death scenario, normal people would just run for their lives. Who would sacrifice themselves for other people for nothing? Humph, no one is that stupid. Stop arguing with each other. Just die together. Huangpu Qingyun and 5th elders shuddered and stepped back in horror. Second young master, 5th elder. I didn't give you this pill so you could self-destruct. It is so you too can do what the kid did and increase your yuan power. What are you saying? They're both top dogs within the houses, but neither compare to that kid in terms of courage. You two are body cultivators. Even though it's not as strong as that monster's, your body is still top of the line. That kid took 5 pills at once and nothing happened. What's the big deal when you are only taking one? We're gonna die anyway. Why not put up a fight? The worst case is that I lose my reputation with you too. It's still better than being lambs to the slaughter and putting your life in the hands of another. The two trembled and gathered up their courage as they looked at the pill in their hands. Then they swallowed it. Instantly, a gale blew and their yuan qi spiked. Overpowering yuan qi coursed through their veins, eating at their flesh. The pain was excruciating and elicited a roar from them both. The yuan qi-imbued roar scattered even the rumbling bloodbats. While the people around covered their ears in hope of dampening the splitting headache, Zhuo Fan had to take a few steps back from the raw display of power. The increase finally stopped and the two felt the surging yuan qi within their bodies. The power was intoxicating, evident from their excited faces. I've never felt like this before, me this strong. Hee, brat. I will take your head myself. Imperial Tyrant Body Art. 7th stage. Not good. He broke through at this time. Doesn't that mean his power increased by more than tenfold? Huangpu Qingyun roared and charged. Allow me to enlighten you today, with the true strength of the Regent Estate's Imperial Tyrant Body Art. Wraith Style's first move. Soaring demonic dragon, with a sky-shaking roar, Zhuo Fan was enveloped in the image of a black dragon as he clashed with Huangpu Qingyun. The 7 golden dragons and the black dragon collided, unleashing a shockwave of epic proportion. The witnesses had to cough blood while the weaker ones were knocked out cold. Even Vicious Pill King was hurled 300 meters into the air. When things finally settled, people relaxed. They turned to see smoke billowing and watched dumbstruck. How is that possible? Such power. Looking down, he saw half of his body in pieces. His innards had long turned to dust. His eyes went dead and collapsed in his own blood. Zhuo Fan and Huangpu Qingyun changed positions, but Zhuo Fan was as mighty as ever, with no decrease in his aura, just like a god of war. Huangpu Qingyun took a bursting pill and achieved his strongest state of his life but got one shot. This demon isn't something a bursting pill can solve. Screw it. Let's find a way to escape. Second young master. Suddenly, 4 cries echoed and 4 figures were next to Huangpu Qingyun. These 4 are clearly in the profound heaven stage, but they are really weak. Why is this? Crap, time's almost up. At one point in his thinking, Zhuo Fan's vision swirled and his body was on the verge of collapse. I gotta leave immediately. Can't let them notice. Stop. You bold criminal. You dare kill the Regent Estate's second young master. We are gonna fight you. Who are you, to fight me? Zhuo Fan's wing lashed out and the 3 porters were cut in 2. While the latter was wailing on the ground having his arm chopped off. Ignoring the lucky fellow, Zhuo Fan flew away as fast as he could. 5th Elder, go and stop him. He used too much yuan qi in the fight against second young master. It won't be long till his time is up. Don't let him run. How can the malicious Zhu Fan leave someone alive? Zhu Fan. 5th Elder then shot straight for Zhuo Fan and swung his mighty hammer. Your time limit is near. Time for you to pay for 7th Elder's and second young master's deaths. How annoying. I will get your artifact first. Let's see how brash you can be now. 5th Elder's hands went numb from pain, with the half-a-ton hammer slipping from his grip, flung away by Zhuo Fan. You damn brat. It's you who fell in the trap this time. Without the protection of your wings, where are you gonna hide? High Spirit ranked martial art back-piercing fire claw. I said it before. No one can take my life. Zhuo Fan roared, Wraith-style second move, ghostly dragon claw. Something incredible happened. In that instant, Zhuo Fan ripped 5th Elder's entire arm clean off. Blood spurted but 5th Elder took a long time for the feeling to sink in. He turned to his arm and then fell from the sky wailing. Vicious Pill King had long been reduced to standing there dumbly. Are there truly men who are undefeatable in this world? Panting, Zhuo Fan had used too much of his energy. He snapped a cold glare at the dazed Vicious Pill King and flew off. Zhu Fan, don't forget. I'm still here. The 100 rumbling bloodbats flew at Zhuo Fan. Old man, don't test me. I respect you as a Grandmaster Alchemist, so I spared you. Yet you still seek death. I was tasked, so I will fulfill. Now that the second young master is dead, if I don't take your head, what dignity will I have when I report back? So if you don't die today, I will. Rumbling bat waves. A huge ripple struck Zhuo Fan just like a tidal wave. Zhu Fan. Chu Ching Cheng was overwhelmed with alarm. Since you said it, I will fulfill it. Wraith Style's third move. Necro Dragon's Screech. This dragon roar was unlike the rumbling bloodbat's wave. It came out of Zhuo Fan's mouth and appeared as a dragon. It flew in the air and shook the whole world. Quickly, use your chi to protect your soul. This is a profound rank sound wave attack. There isn't one in the entire Tianyu Empire. Where did a third-class family get one? You're asking me? Who do I ask? The tidal wave and the dragon fought each other, and the aftermath spread well into the crowd below. I did not imagine that he would know sound martial art. The epitome of strength. But the huge dragon didn't stop there, passing through vicious pilking as well. His mind went blank, with not even a simple thought coming to him. Yang Fu wailed, "Master." Zhuo Fan grinned and flew away. The 7 noble houses fought 7 against 1, yet they still failed to win. Such empty names. A laughing stock in this world. Haha.